Welcome to Fortune Cookies Tarot. This is the 31 Days of Tarot, and we are up to day 23. So, this is all about my favorite tarot spreads at the moment. Since I started reading online on for my YouTube channel, I have been doing a lot of 5-card spreads. A couple of reasons for that. First of all, it reads beautifully on the camera angle that I have right now. You're able to see the cards. We can get pretty focused in on them so you can actually see them and enjoy the artwork if I'm using one of the specialized decks. But it also gives us a really good baseline or timeline for an individual. So let's just say we are reading for Prince Charles. So today, I'm doing this recording on January 8th. So I'm sorry, I pre-record them. I have to do it. Life gets in the way. But let's do a baseline on Prince Charles and just see how Prince Charles is doing today on January 8th, pre-recorded. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just reading tarot cards. So how is our heir to the throne doing today? All right. Well, that's interesting. So with the 5-card spread, I always do an energy card at the top too. So this will read like a story. This will kind of give us an idea. So he's taking charge of his power. And he is taking charge of his power, but still balancing that nurturing, loving energy. And he's dealing with someone who is flexing their emotions, being very, very emotional, being very reactive. Gee, I wonder who that could be. And who is also being combative and continuing to fight even after the battle is done. The final card that we see here, and those of you that follow me know that I have said I do believe that there is a plan in place to bankrupt a certain individual. So when the subsequent end of a certain union happens, they will not have to decimate any coffers, if you will. So that is my feeling. So this is that emptying of the bank account. This is the end of the flow of money. This is getting to the bottom of the pit. But at the same time, we have this rejoicing. So there is likely some ending here. All right. If we have this individual, this, let's just say it's a son, that is continuing to fight and writhe and cause issues. Ending that is giving peace and you know, I shouldn't say this is peace, because the 3 of Cups is really not a peaceful card as much as it's a relief card. Okay, this is, you know, we're thank God that's over. It's really a thank God that's over kind of card. So with this kind of a spread, I can get a baseline like that. And then what we can also do, sloppy shuffle, fortune cookie sloppy shuffle. So I haven't been doing that a whole lot lately. So we can also give them a quick shuffle. Maybe give them a cut. I always like to do the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit for my cuts. And then we can go, what's at the center of the matter? Emperor in reverse. He's trying to regain control. And then under the surface, which is the bottom card of the deck, is correcting the breakup. So there's been severance. And this card shows us that the damage is done and the healing's beginning. So this is one of my favorite spreads at the moment for reading online. It makes things very, very easy. You can do it over and over again. You guys don't have to sit here for 3 hours like if I do a Grand Tableau with a Lenormand deck. But one of the other things that I like to do is storytelling. And so how this works, this is great for my clients. My private clients actually love the storytelling, because what I can do is give them an idea of what direction they can go in. So let's just say maybe that individual in the Prince Charles reading, let's see what that individual needs to do by himself to go in a positive direction. This is going to be directives to have a more positive future. Okay? So, and for those of you who haven't figured it out, it's Prince Harry. What does he need to do? He needs to stop being materialistic, and he needs to stop hanging on to those emotions from his childhood. It's time to move forward. It's time, I hate to say it, to grow up. He has to look at things from both sides, and he has to stop thinking that there is a happy future somewhere. The happiness is what you make. My son and I are very outgoing. We're very enthusiastic people. My husband and my daughter are much more reserved and much quieter. It's a well-balanced household. But my son and I, and that's not to say that my husband and my daughter are different, but my son and I could, if we were in a, prisoner of war camp, we would be having fun. We'd be making jokes. It probably would not serve us well if we were captured by an enemy, but, we could basically have fun in any situation. If we got stranded in the car, we would be making up a stupid game. We'd be having fun with it. We always can find a good way. So, this is a message that he needs to really understand that what he has done, he made his bed, and that happiness is not some goal in the future. Happiness is part of the ride and getting there. He needs to look at himself and really get to the core of things. He needs to not have an influence there. This is a solitary contemplation that he needs to do, and he needs to understand that with this strength card in reverse, the strength card is about a perpetual cycle. It is about infinity. Do you want the struggle to be infinite? Do you want to do this forever? Do you want to wrestle forever? Or do you want to find that spiritual peace? Really, this is what we're looking at. Abundance is there, but you have to keep it to yourself. He really needs to protect himself. As noble as it is to consider one's family, to consider one's spouse, sometimes you have to save yourself. There's that in psychology classes. You're posed with that question on the first day. If you were on a boat and your child fell off one side and your wife fell off the other side, or your husband fell off the other side, who are you going to get? One of them is going to drown. Impossible question to answer. It really is. But sometimes you do have to put yourself first, and you have to try and salvage yourself before you salvage others. So we're not going to go too deep into that. Just going to give them a quick shuffle. So those are the two spreads that I do like to use online as much as possible. For private readings, I do go into the standard Celtic Cross. I do think that is a good start for a lot of individuals. Sometimes I do start with that 5-card spread. Sometimes we do a past, present, future if it's a really quick question. But this is how I read online a little bit. So I hope you enjoyed that. This is day 23 of the 31 Days of Tarot. I do hope you're enjoying it. That was just quick and dirty, some of the spreads that I like to use. So please like, share, and subscribe. And let me know if you have any questions in the comments. Have a great day.